If you feel a spike of anxiety when you try to say no to a workplace request, that's not people-pleasing. That's a behavioral program that was systematically installed in your nervous system through operant conditioning. Right now, as I'm saying this, your body already knows what I'm talking about. That tightness in your chest when your manager pings you at 4:47 p.m. with quick favor. The automatic sure, no problem that comes out of your mouth before your brain even processes what you're agreeing to. You've been programmed to respond this way, and the programming runs so deep you don't even notice it happening anymore. This automatic compliance response isn't an accident. It's not you being nice or professional. Every time you say yes when you want to say no, you're running a behavioral program that was installed through months of micro-compliance training, disguised as workplace culture. The machine didn't teach you this in orientation. It was installed one tiny interaction at a time, through performance reviews that rewarded availability, through managers who labeled boundary setting as not being a team player, through a system that prioritized everyone else's urgency over your own deep work. Watch what happens to your nervous system during a typical workday. Someone interrupts your focus work for a quick question. Your stress hormones spike, but you smile and help anyway. Your manager asks you to stay late for a project that isn't your responsibility. Your stomach tightens, but you agree because saying no feels dangerous. By 3 p.m., you're exhausted, and you don't know why. You blame yourself for being lazy or unfocused. But the real issue is that your nervous system has been in fight or flight mode all day from micro-compliance events you didn't even register as stressful. The cognitive dissonance is eating you alive. Every morning you set priorities, make your task list, plan your deep work blocks. Then you spend the entire day in reactive mode, saying yes to interruptions, quick syncs, and urgent requests that aren't actually urgent. By evening, none of your real work got done. You tell yourself you'll be more disciplined tomorrow, but tomorrow the same pattern repeats. This isn't a willpower problem. This is systemic exploitation of your compliance programming, and it's designed to keep you exactly where you are. Most people think this is just how work works. You help your colleagues, you stay flexible, you be a team player. But there's something darker happening underneath the surface that nobody talks about. The interruptions aren't random. The requests for your time aren't innocent. There's a pattern here, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. The people who interrupt you the most are usually the same people who seem to have endless time for their own priorities. They've learned to extract focus and energy from others instead of managing their own. The performance review system reinforces this extraction loop through a brilliant psychological trick. They measure you on two contradictory metrics: your individual output and your collaboration. But collaboration, in practice, means being available for everyone else's emergencies. The high performers who set boundaries get labeled as not team-oriented or difficult to work with. Meanwhile, the people who say yes to everything get promoted based on their positive attitude and helpfulness, even though their actual work output is mediocre at best. This creates a perverse incentive structure where your helpfulness becomes your trap. Every time you drop everything to help a colleague, you're training them that your time has no boundaries. Every time you say sure, no problem to a last-minute request, you're signaling that you don't have anything important going on. The machine learns that you're available for extraction, and it calibrates accordingly. Soon, you become the person everyone goes to when they need something done quickly, because you've never taught them that your time costs anything. The real head fake is that this system disguises extraction as virtue, being helpful, being flexible, being responsive to other people's needs. These sound like positive qualities, and they are in the right context. But in a workplace designed around systemic exploitation, these virtues become the mechanism through which your energy gets harvested. The very qualities that make you a good person are weaponized against you by people who've learned to optimize their own output by consuming yours. The exhaustion you feel at the end of every day isn't from working hard. It's from giving away your cognitive resources in tiny increments all day long. Each micro-compliance, each quick question, each small favor, each interruption you accommodate, registers in your nervous system as a small defeat. Your subconscious knows you're not advancing your own agenda, but your conscious mind keeps telling you you're just being professional. This split creates a chronic low-level stress that most people never connect back to their automatic yes response. But your body is keeping score, and the score isn't good. Defeat, Your body keeps score of every time you abandoned your own agenda to service someone else's. This is exactly why the machine runs on interruption loops. The more fragmented your attention becomes, the less capable you are of doing work that could actually make you irreplaceable. While you're responding to every ping, every request, every so-called urgent matter, the people setting boundaries are building the projects that get them promoted. They're not smarter than you. They're just not caught in the extraction loop. The countermeasure is simpler than you think, but it requires breaking a behavioral program that's been running for months or years. When someone approaches you with a request, any request, you install a 3-second cognitive buffer before responding. Not 3 seconds of silence. 3 seconds where you consciously ask yourself, does this serve my priorities or theirs? Most people skip this step entirely. Their nervous system goes straight from hearing the request to saying yes, with zero conscious evaluation. That automatic pathway is the program. Here's what that 3-second buffer looks like in practice. Someone says quick question, and instead of your automatic sure, you pause. You feel the urge to comply immediately. That's the conditioning trying to run its program. But you hold the pause. You might say, let me finish this thought and I'll get back to you in 10 minutes. Or I'm in deep work mode until noon. Can we sync after that? The goal isn't to become an asshole. The goal is to become conscious of your choices instead of running on autopilot. Your manager will test this new boundary immediately. They're unconsciously programmed too. Their role depends on having a pool of compliant resources who say yes without thinking. When you start inserting conscious choice into your responses, it disrupts their extraction system. They might escalate the urgency, question your commitment, or make you feel like you're being difficult. This is the program trying to reinstall itself. Your nervous system will want to fold and return to the old pattern. This is exactly where most people break. The breakthrough happens when you realize that professional courtesy has been weaponized against you. Being helpful, being responsive, being a team player, these aren't moral virtues in the workplace. They're compliance mechanisms that keep you trapped in reactive mode while other people advance by protecting their cognitive resources. The people who get promoted aren't necessarily more talented. They're better at saying no to low-value requests so they can say yes to high-impact work. They learn to disappoint people tactically. Every day you stay in automatic compliance mode, you fall further behind the people setting boundaries. While you're handling everyone else's urgent tasks, they're building the portfolio that makes them indispensable. This isn't about office politics or playing games. This is about recognizing that your attention is your most valuable resource, and you've been trained to give it away for free. The 3-second buffer isn't just a boundary technique. It's a pattern interrupt that breaks the conditioning loop and gives you back conscious choice. Tomorrow morning, when someone approaches you with their first request of the day, you'll feel the old program trying to run. The automatic sure, no problem will want to come out of your mouth without conscious thought. That's the exact moment where you install the buffer. 3 seconds of conscious choice. Your nervous system might spike with anxiety because you're breaking a pattern that's kept you safe in the machine. But here's what you'll discover. The world doesn't end when you pause before complying. In fact, something much more interesting begins.